It's Black History Month. History is not just something you read, it's something you taste. And New Orleans food has always been more than culture. It's a path to freedom. Long before European traditions shaped the city's cuisine, West African roots were already here, feeding communities, sustaining families, and preserving identity. I talked to a local vendor who is reclaiming that legacy, bringing an almost erased story back to the streets, one bite at a time. In New Orleans, history does not live only in books or museums. It lives in kitchens, on street corners, in cast iron pots, and sometimes in the sweetness of a fried cake dusted with sugar that's golden, crisp on the outside, soft and fragrant within. And we're not talking about a beignet. It's a living artifact of the African diaspora, one connected to enslaved Africans and Black women who transformed survival into enterprise. This is the Calas.
This dish is a part of the fabric of New Orleans. This is one of our oldest food traditions.
It's a tradition almost forgotten, except in a few Creole households.
Calas, calas, calas. Bel calas. These are gluten-free, these dishes.
Brandon Pellerin opened Calas Cafe in Tremé, hoping for a revival. We met him in Jackson Square, where during the 18th century, you would sometimes find the Calas women.
How is it connected to the Black heritage food experience? And
yes,
many people have never heard of it.
Calas, in fact, predates the city's beignet.
Right.
The famed beignet, it arrived to New Orleans in the 1700s by West Africans who were enslaved. Men and women sold calas on the streets of New Orleans, right here outside of the doors of St. Louis Cathedral. The money that they earned from the sales of the dish, they use that funding here to purchase their freedom from Spain.
So these are Black women entrepreneurs who
Yes.
are street vendors, and
Yes.
they would walk around the streets of Jackson Square and the French Quarter, some in Congo Square, right?
It was women entrepreneurs of that time. Women simply just in the face of what they were experiencing,
Right.
they turned inwards to their cultural tradition. New Orleans, welcome to Calas Cafe.
Long before Calas became a staple of Creole cuisine, the roots stretched across the Atlantic. In West Africa, rice was not just food, it was culture, economy, and identity. Enslaved Africans brought that knowledge with them to Louisiana, where rice plantations became one of the region's most profitable industries. Now, ironically, the very grain cultivated through forced labor became the foundation of this dish that would later symbolize Black ingenuity and resilience.
People like my grandmother and many Creole African families throughout the city of New Orleans, through First Communion, we would celebrate with calas on Fat Tuesday morning.
Right.
The Mardi Gras Indians was another way of us preserving the tradition by offering it to the Indians at the top of Mardi Gras morning. What a piece of history that has survived so much and turned out to be that food item that freed many Blacks here in the city of New Orleans. I think this is ground zero for Black heritage as it relates to the food experience.
You're welcome.